Take that script.
You can go later.
No, I can't go. I gotta go now. Get it?
Why?
Because I don't want to go out later.
Huh?
Where's my phone there? Something I got. The bag's going around and this and that. Where's the bag? Where's the wallet? Oh, this is tough, I'll tell you. I got the script there, no? Let's see, I'll get this dollar.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll never go out into the sky.
Well,
Never. Never, never, never.
maybe it's a...
Never. Real never.
Where's the wallet? Oh, this is tough, I'll tell you. I got the script there, no? Let's see, I'll get this dollar.
Tell you one thing. I'll never go out into the sky.
Well,
Never. Never, never, never. Never.
I get 6 of them. Just figure out right now. I get 6 of them. Just get out right now. Hey Frankie, hello, you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, Is there any chance you can take me up to CVS and Gorham up here?
Where you gotta go?
I gotta go to the CVS and Gorham.
CBS and Garner. Yeah, I could take you up there if you want.
You gotta watch out for the traffic, Gorham, with that
I
shit.
know traffic's bad. Heather's been calling me. She's been stuck in traffic for. Hello.
Hey, Frankie.
Hello.
Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, is there any chance you can take me up to CVS and Gorham up here?
Where you gotta go?
I gotta go to the CVS and Gorham.
CBS and Garner. Yeah, I could take you up there if you want.
You gotta watch out for the traffic, with that
I
shit.
know traffic's bad. Heather's been calling me. She's been stuck in traffic for like unbelievable, like 2 hours almost.
Oh my God, where's she
The
at?
roads are closed or whatever. So.
Yeah, 202 and we ain't going that far. If you can do it, I really appreciate it. Whatever you feel like doing, it's up to you.
Say again?
I'll leave it up to you, whatever you want to do.
For like 2 hours almost.
Oh my God, where's she at?
The roads are closed or whatever. So.
Yeah, 202 and we ain't going that far. But
Can you do it tomorrow?
we want to do it today, like, you gotta get meds up here. Alright, okay. Whatever you feel like doing, it's up to you. I'll leave it up to you.
Say again?
I'll leave it up to you, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, if we can do it tomorrow, just make it easier on myself. I mean, I
You
know
got it.
the traffic is crazy out there right
Yeah,
now.
you got it. You got it. No problem, buddy.
Alright, yeah, I appreciate it.
Stay in the house now.
I'm waiting on Heather too. You know,
Okay.
Frankie's getting a couple teeth pulled out.
Oh,
He
Jesus.
tell you about all that?
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he did. He's going through some
Well,
help.
we did go to the dentist yesterday.
Okay.
And they looked and they said, yeah, you probably should get them pulled out. Of course, they don't do that there.
Oh,
You have
geez.
to go to an oral surgeon.
Right.
So,
Whatever you feel like doing, it's up to you.
say again?
I'll leave it up to you, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, if we can do it tomorrow, just make it easier on myself. I mean, I
You
know
got it.
the traffic is crazy out there right
Yeah,
now.
you got it. You got it. No problem, buddy.
Alright, yeah, I appreciate it.
Stay in the house now.
I'm waiting on Heather too. You know,
Okay.
Frankie's getting a couple teeth pulled out.
Oh,
He
Jesus.
tell you about all that?
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he did. He's going through some
Well,
help.
we did go to the dentist yesterday.
Okay.
And they looked and they said, yeah, you probably should get them pulled out. Of course, they don't do that there.
Oh,
You have to
geez.
go to an oral surgeon.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a big runaround. But they did give us, you know, like a referral. So Heather's been helping us out. You have to research where you can go because of his insurance and shit. And she said there's a place in New City. So she's been a big help that guy. But
Yeah.
he's stuck in traffic for like 3 hours.
Yeah, so I'll be able to mix and work that out. See, we can make ours in the morning early, something like that.
Yeah, right after church if you want. I mean,
Yeah. What time's that?
sometimes, I don't know, CVS is there.
Oh,
You have
geez.
to go to an oral surgeon.
Right.
So, but they did give us, you know, like a referral. So Heather's been helping us out. You have to research where you can go because of his insurance and shit. And she said there's a place in New City. So she's been a big help that guy. But
Yeah.
she's stuck in traffic for like 3 hours.
Yeah, so I'll be able to mix and work that out. See, we can make ours in the morning early or something like that.
Yeah, right after church if you want. I mean,
Yeah. What time's that?
sometimes, I don't know, CBS, tomorrow Saturday, they open up at like 9 o'clock, I think, or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
Whatever we want to do, you just probably an hour later.
Yeah, so, yeah, if it's, I'll call you in the morning.
You got it.
And, well, you probably should wait till 9 o'clock to make sure that they're open, because sometimes the pharmacies don't open till 10 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been up there a few times picking up my own stuff, and they're like, you gotta come back. I'm like, why? I'm here, you know.
I only got one thing to pick up, or two things, but one thing is a script, and the other one's just over the counter. Oh, okay. Whatever you want to do, you just probably an hour later.
Yeah, so, yeah, if it's, I'll call you in the morning.
You got it.
And, we probably should wait till 9 o'clock to make sure that they're open, because sometimes the pharmacies don't open till 10 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been up there a few times picking up my own stuff, and they're like, you gotta come back. I'm like, why? I'm here, you know.
I only got one thing to pick up, or two things, but one thing is a script, and the other one's just over the counter.
Alright,
huh?
I will.
Huh? I'll get it for you. What do you want? What are you drinking? Just over the counter.
We can do it tomorrow morning, Chuck.
Okay. You give me a call then, right, buddy?
I will. I
Okay.
definitely will.
Okay, fine. Take it easy now.
Everybody. Yep.
Okay, lots of heat. Okay, bye-bye. You want something to drink, honey?
I will when I'm ready.
Huh? I'll get it for you. What do you want? What are you drinking?
I'll get it. Finish some garbage. Save time.
It's hot, so be careful. Still there. Got it?
Thank you.
What's this here?
I don't know. When she, what
Starting
do you
to
want,
get
honey?
starting to get something better.
What do you want? Nothing. See, every time you want to ask for something, you say nothing, and you're always there looking all the time. That's not nice.
Yeah, focus on food. Focus on food.
Not nice to do. What are you gonna do?
My wife made it. I'm good, huh? Yeah. All right, well, take over here, it's over here. That's it. Ready to drink, honey?
Yes.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
It's hot. Watch it. Ready to drink, honey? Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Ready for the present? For a little bit of what? We got no fluid in you. Hey, lock it up. You're getting food for you now. The present for a little bit of what? We got no fluids in you. Hey, lock it up. You're getting food for you now. She's getting food for you, man. Stay there. Come on. We got to.
Get
She's getting food for you. Come on. Sit down and have your juice. No, we're in. Maybe we'll never go out this time of the day.
You want this one?
No, I'm not gonna have nothing, thank you. Whatever she like. You got your drink, dig your drink there. She's drinking your fluid, Judy. Stay there. Come on. What that do?
Get
She's getting food for you. Yeah. Sit down and have your juice. No, we're in. Man, we'll never go out this time of the day. I'm not gonna have nothing, thank you. No, it's too hard. Yeah, you do, they can drink it. She's picking your fluids, yeah. She's picking your fluids, yeah. Make your juices, yeah.
For Hudson Valley. And as we zoom into this one cell that I've been really monitoring, it's been bringing a bit of that heavy downforce just south of Somers and just about north of I-684 is where we're looking at that next little small band of rain to make its way east, heading into our Frenton, Connecticut. But for us, as of right now, a lot of us are just dealing with the heat and humidity, and it's been relatively quiet. We are expected to see later into the afternoon, into the early evening, a few more isolated startup storms to start to fire off across much of southern Orange County, northern parts of Rockland, and even for Westchester County, impacting areas like White Plains and Yonkers ahead of this cold front that will come later into our Friday nights and completely eliminating our storm threat for the nighttime, and on top of it, heading into the weekend. So for the next several hours, just keep, again, a lookout for storms. We are of the lower 70s for Westchester and Rockland counties, and the upper areas into the upper 60s. So it's still going to be a bit warm and muggy. And as we go to Saturday, it's warm, but a bit less humid. We're not going to be dealing with that overbearing humidity as we head into our Saturday. We'll have more updates on when we can see the storms coming up in a few moments.
Well, medical professionals have a warning for you about staying safe in the heat. Baseball's Melanie Palmer joins us from Terrytown with the details. Well, things here are already feeling much warmer, heating up here in Terrytown along the Hudson. The people we've been talking to out here tell us they're trying to get things done early before those temperatures really start to soar. Medical professionals tell us this weather is something that really needs to be taken seriously. Of course, a lot of people want to be outside on a Friday in the summertime. However, doctors tell us to be safe and stay indoors if possible. They also say that this heat can take a toll on more people than you might think.
Kids who are more prone to that, elderly.
Now, another big reminder is, of course, to stay hydrated and never leave children or out throughout the day, checking cars all over the Hudson Valley just as a precaution. In Terrytown, Westchester County, Melanie Palmer as well. And as we experience status of the storm force in Rockland is overnight.
A little better now?
Today, the company says
I got it here, I got it.
a significant threat.
Well, I think so. That's for cool. You sit it on there first. Put it on, go further on the table. It's gonna fall.
Officials with the SPCA will be out and about throughout the day checking cars all over the Hudson Valley just as a precaution. In Terrytown, Westchester County, Melanie Palmer, News 12. And as we experience extreme heat and scattered thunderstorms, Orange and Rockland is mobilizing its emergency response workforce today. The utility company says the storms and heat pose a significant threat to electric service due to high winds, lightning, or downed trees and limbs. Now it's also bringing on 125 mutual aid crew members to respond to emergencies throughout the storms if needed. ONR reminds you to report an outage if you experience one. You can do so online through your mobile app or by calling ONR. And then over in Orange County, the West Point Museum is temporarily closed because it's too hot. We're told the air conditioning system is being replaced, but the $2 million project is down in Scotland right now as his administration continues a fight at home against sanctuary cities in court. And it is interesting. Here, we want to show you some pictures of the crowds. Well, we had it earlier, but I can tell you I saw pictures of massive crowds at the airport here waiting for Trump, and it is interesting to see that because the New York Times actually wrote up something saying how the Trump's reception was going to be rocky and that he doesn't have a lot of fans in Scotland and protests were being planned. So it's a very different scene out there right now as the president touches down there in Scotland. We'll follow this and watch this as it develops and bring you any news if he decides to talk when he pops out of that airplane again. Trump arriving in Scotland. Meanwhile, there is an effort from the Trump administration to root out violent criminals here that are here illegally, like these two suspects charged in the shooting of an off-duty CBP officer in a New York City park.
We're going against a lot of other places. We want to bring safety to our cities, but that's a pretty...
Violate the Supremacy Clause, which gives precedence to federal law over state and local laws, and the DOJ argues that sanctuary policies continuously facilitate the release of dangerous criminal migrants and put people at risk. Now, Trump has already sued both Los Angeles and Chicago. Now New York City is next up on the list, but in this newest lawsuit, the DOJ did have some specific criticism for the Big Apple, writing, quote, New York City has long been at the vanguard of interfering with enforcing this country's immigration laws. The lawsuit mentions the two illegal migrants accused of shooting an off-duty CBP officer in the face on Saturday night in New York City. Both migrants face ammunition-related charges. One just appeared in court, the other is in the hospital. But the Trump administration says the migrants should have been deported before that shooting ever happened. The NYPD arrested both of them several times, but the City Corrections Department ignored active ICE detainers and deportation orders and set them free into the community. Now, Mayor Eric Adams is one of the parties being sued. And of course, DOJ moved to drop corruption charges against him in April.
The lawsuit was something that was put in place that we're always going to make sure we don't control who come across the border, but we must make sure that citizens or non-documented members that's in the city get the service they deserve. So when people use the term of sanctuary city, what we're saying is that you have the right with your tax dollars to get the resources you deserve. Now, it doesn't mean we will ever protect those who commit crimes like who shot the custom border patrol.
But that is exactly what the Trump
Everything's good. Thanks
administration
an awful lot.
says is
Here's
happening in
Nancy.
sanctuary
She's fine over
cities, where the lack of
Here's the
cooperation
watermelon,
is
honey.
actually unlawful. So we'll see how this shakes out in the courts. The first hearing in this lawsuit is scheduled for November. We'll send it back to you, Aisha.
Okay, Nick Foy live for us in New York City. Nick, thank you. Let's bring in New York Congressman Mike Lawler, a member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee and, of course, a resident of New York. We're keeping an eye on this live feed from Scotland to see if the president will come out and address reporters. The camera's on the tarmac there, and we'll take that live as soon as we get it. But I want to ask you about the mayor, Eric Adams, in New York City, Congressman, and he's putting the onus on these sanctuary policies on city council. And according to his spokesperson, he's basically saying that city council, it's their fault. They are the ones that have refused to re-examine the city laws to make sure that they can work with the federal government. Is he right here? Is it the city council or is it the mayor?
Well, it's both a failure of leadership on the part of the mayor, and it is the fault of the legislature, and in this case, the city council. But it's also the governor and the state legislature, because New York is a sanctuary state under executive orders signed by Kathy Hochul. They have pending legislation to enshrine sanctuary state policies into law. The city council has and the Department of Corrections from fully cooperating with the Immigration and Customs officials and Border Patrol to enforce our immigration laws. But the simple fact is this: sanctuary states and cities should not exist. It is a violation of federal law. The president is absolutely correct, and the administration is right to take legal action to try and hold these states and cities accountable. You cannot interfere with the ability of Immigration and Customs officials to enforce federal immigration law. We have a lot of challenges. The administration has done a very good job of securing the border, stopping the influx that occurred under Joe Biden. We have net zero illegal immigration into the country over the last 2 months because of what they're doing. But what we have seen is cities like New York refusing to cooperate to deport criminal aliens from our country, and as a result, you saw a shooting and the Department of Corrections from fully cooperating with the Immigration and Customs officials and Border Patrol to enforce our immigration laws. But the simple fact is this: sanctuary states and cities should not exist. It is a violation of federal law. The president is absolutely correct, and the administration is right to take legal action to try and hold these states and cities accountable. You cannot interfere with the ability of Immigration and Customs officials to enforce federal immigration law. We have a lot of challenges. The administration has done a very good job of securing the border, stopping the influx that occurred under Joe Biden. We have net zero illegal immigration into the country over the last 2 months because of what they're doing. But what we have seen is cities like New York refusing to cooperate to deport criminal aliens from our country, and as a result, you saw a shooting and the Department of Corrections from fully cooperating with the Immigration and Customs officials and Border Patrol to enforce our immigration laws. But the simple fact is this: sanctuary states and cities should not exist. It is a violation of federal law. The president is absolutely correct, and the administration is right to take legal action to try and hold these states and cities accountable. You cannot interfere with the ability of Immigration and Customs officials to enforce federal immigration law. We have a lot of challenges. The administration has done a very good job of securing the border, stopping the influx that occurred under Joe Biden. We have net zero illegal immigration into the country over the last 2 months because of what they're doing. But what we have seen is cities like New York refusing to cooperate to deport criminal aliens from our country, and as a result,
You're
just
the
saw,
rock from again.
you saw the
Everybody's
shooting
real sick, now
of
you're back.
patrol agents, and it's absolutely wrong.
And Congressman, we're watching the president just coming out of Air Force One there in Glasgow, Scotland, ahead of his 5-day trip.
No, not the
as he makes his
driver,
way
just
down,
traffic.
he will walk over to the cameras and make any comments. Of course, there's a lot going on within the administration. I want to ask you, as we're watching this shot here, you know, Border Czar Tom Homan has said that ICE agents are going to continue to flood these zones and sanctuary cities no matter what these cities do. Is there a potential, are you worried, you know, in New York City,
bring stuff out of the doctors,
potential
women
for
out of the doctors to help
backlash?
them in their cars.
If there are more ICE agents that arrive, potential
You
violence?
took the woman
Okay, it looks like, actually,
out of
Congressman,
the doctor's
hang on a
office
second
and went
for
and
us.
brought her
It looks
down
like
to
he's
where the
walking over
car
to the cameras
was.
here.
With
Let's
her
listen
and
in.
her son, I guess. Yeah, but
Patrol agents, and it's absolutely wrong.
And Congressman, we're watching the president just coming out of Air Force One there in Glasgow, Scotland, ahead of his 5-day trip.
No, not the
as he makes his
driver,
way
just
down,
traffic.
he will walk over to the cameras and make any comments. Of course, there's a lot going on within the administration. I want to ask you, as we're watching this shot here, you know, Border Czar Tom Homan has said that ICE agents are going to continue to flood these zones and sanctuary cities no matter what these cities do. Is there a potential, are you worried, you know, in New York City,
bring stuff out of the
a
doctors,
potential
women
for
out of the doctors to help
backlash?
them in their cars.
If there are more ICE agents that arrive, potential
You
violence?
took the woman
Okay, it looks like, actually,
out of
Congressman,
the doctor's
hang on a
office
second
and went
for
and
us.
brought her
It looks
down
like
to
he's
where the
walking over
car
to the cameras
was.
here.
With
Let's
her
listen
and
in.
her son, I guess. Yeah, but he went.
Prime Minister, I guess tomorrow, a little bit tomorrow and the next day.
No, you did the right thing. It's nice for you.
Do some great things. Yep.
Did the right thing.
But yes, I'll be meeting with the EU on Sunday, and we'll be working on a deal. We'll see if we make a deal. Ursula will be here.
No, Jackson hasn't answered the phone.
So we look forward to that. That'll be good. We'll have numerous executives that we're meeting with. We're going to be meeting with a lot of people. A lot of people will be staying at Turnberry, and then we're going to Aberdeen, which is the oil capital of Europe, actually.
Yeah, but he went.
Prime Minister, I guess tomorrow, a little bit tomorrow and the next day.
No, you did the right thing. It's nice for you.
Do some great things. Yep.
Did the right thing.
But yes, I'll be meeting with the EU on Sunday, and we'll be working on a deal. We'll see if we make a deal. Ursula will be here.
No, Jackson hasn't answered the phone.
So we look forward to that. That'll be good. We'll have numerous executives that we're meeting with. We're going to be meeting with a lot of people. A lot of people will be staying at Turnberry, and then we're going to Aberdeen, which is the oil capital of Europe, actually. Nothing. We I think it's more of a celebration than a lookout. It's a great deal for both, and we're going to have a meeting on other things other than the deal. The deal is concluded.
So happy birthday.
Well, that's what he does. I mean,
Not up here. You walk in the
that's
street,
fine.
Red. Straight
If he
down.
does that, it's up to him. It's not up to me. I'm with the United States.
Heaven.
I'm not with France. I think it's terrible what happened with Hamas. tapped everybody along, and we'll see what
Whether
happens.
about
We'll see
equal.
what response Israel has to that. But it's getting to be that time.
Whenever you want to come over, you're welcome.
What is left to work out? What are the
You
final
too, we
sticking
got
points?
enough room.
I don't know.
That was the thing for you, who,
Yes, prepare for whatever you work.
I think it's terrible what happened with Hamas. They tapped everybody along, and we'll see what
Whether
happens.
about
We'll see
equal.
what response Israel has to that. But it's getting to be that time.
Whenever you want to come over, you're welcome.
What is left to work out? What are the
You
final
too, we
sticking
got
points?
enough room.
I don't know.
that was the
With
thing for you,
the
who,
European Union, I think we have a good 50-50 chance.
Hoover.
That's a lot.
What are the sticking points?
Well, I don't want to tell you what the sticking points are, but the sticking points are having to do with maybe 20 different things. You don't want to listen to all of them. Yes.
Okay, so when you want to come in,
Well, it is, but I like your prime minister. He's slightly more liberal than I am, as you've probably heard. But he's a good man. He got a trade deal done.
make you go and rest.
And, you know, they've been working on this deal for 12 years. He got it done. It's a good deal. It's a good deal for the UK. So the European Union, I think we have a good 50-50 chance.
Hoover.
That's a lot.
What are the sticking points?
Well, I don't want to tell you what the sticking points are, but the sticking points are having to do with maybe 20 different things. You don't want to listen to all of them. Yes.
Okay, so when you want to come in,
Well, it is, but I like your prime minister. He's slightly more liberal than I am, as you've probably heard. But he's a good man. He got a trade deal done.
make you go and rest.
And, you know, they've been working on this deal for 12 years. He got it done. It's a good deal. It's a good deal for the UK. So, no, I'll be seeing him tomorrow, I guess, tomorrow
How is
evening.
he doing?
And this is our wonderful ambassador, as you know. He's doing a good job. He's a very, very successful man. He'll be doing a good job.
The Royal Nation says it's going to have to improve infrastructure at Turnberry to bring the open back. Is that something you
I don't know. The best course anywhere in the world is Turnberry. Anywhere in the world is Turnberry. Everybody wants to be at Turnberry, so we'll see how that works out.
the infrastructure needs to be
Oh, I think the infrastructure in the course is good. In fact, the Royal and Ancient, I don't know if you're aware of this, they spent a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, or probably into the millions of dollars, and they've laid all the wire for television and for electricity under the halls of Turnberry. So that when the Open gets there, they have it all done. They paid for that.
We're talking about roads, the railway station.
I don't know. See, I don't know what you can do. All I can tell you is that it would be the best place anywhere in your country to have. There's no place like it. There's no place like Turnberry. It's the best, probably the best course in the world. And I would say Aberdeen is right up there also. Aberdeen's great. And while we're here, I'll be with my son, and he's going to cut a ribbon for the second course at Aberdeen, which is just about.
Your food is ready.
Huh?
Your food is ready. Come eat. Your food is ready now.
There's no place like Turnberry. It's the best.
I don't know what he's saying.
Your food is ready. Your food. Chicken, rice.
Which is just about equal to the first. I mean, it's going to be a battle.
Chicken and rice.
As you know, they're very highly rated. And the second course is great. Sean Connery helped get me the permits.
No.
If it weren't for Sean Connery, we wouldn't have those great courses.
There's food outside? Oh, your food, you gotta eat. Your food's over there. Want me to get it for you? You want to sit out there? Go to your office, sit there.
I really have really nothing to say about it. She is
Who made that, honey?
talked to by a very smart man, by a very good man, John Blanche.
Who?
And
You made it?
a battle to throw, you know, it's, as you know, they're very highly rated. And the second course is great. Sean Connery helped get me the permits.
Get up.
If it weren't for Sean Connery, we wouldn't have those great courses.
There's food outside? Oh, your food, you gotta eat.
No, I
Your
was
food's
never
over there.
bred.
Want me to get it for you? You want to sit out there?
Maxwell, what do you think that they get out of that?
I really have really nothing to say about it. She is being talked to by a very smart man, by a very good man, Todd Blanche. And I don't know anything about the conversation. I haven't really been following it. A lot of people are asking me about pardons. Obviously, this is no time to be talking about pardons. But a lot of people have asked about pardon. This is just not a time to be talking about pardons. Todd will come back with whatever he's got. You're making it, it's not a big thing. You should be talking about, if you're going to talk about that, talk about Clinton, talk about the former president of Harvard, talk about all of his friends, talk about the hedge fund guys that were with him all the time. Don't talk about Trump. What you should be talking about is the fact that we have the greatest 6 months in the history of a presidency, according to a lot of people. And we had an amazing 6 months. And this is sort of an example of it. Now we're meeting with the European Union, we're also meeting with, as you know, the head of UK, Prime Minister, and I look forward to that. But we're meeting in terms of a deal. We're meeting with the European Union, and that would be actually the biggest deal of them all if we make it.
Did you ask House Republican leaders to not vote on the resolution?
No, I was never involved in that. I'm focused on making deals. I'm not focused on our country instead of this nonsense you can talk about over and over again.
You've done an amazing job on illegal migration in America.
I have.
People here are very worried about the situation. Record numbers.
Well, I say two things to Europe. Stop the windmills. You're ruining your countries. I really mean it. It's so sad. You fly over and you see these windmills all over the place, ruining your beautiful fields and valleys and killing your birds, and if they're stuck in the ocean, ruining your oceans. Stop the windmills. And
hey, what are you doing?
There's a couple of things I could say, but on immigration, you better get your act
You
together.
right a couple times, but
You're not going to have Europe anymore.
Oh my
You got to
God, I was
get your act
tempted on
together.
that.
And we, as you know, last month we had nobody entering our country. Nobody. Shut it down. And we took out a lot of bad people.
we're bad here, too.
Biden was a total stiff.
Well, you guys got the humidity
And when
here,
you
but
allow
we
it
got
to happen,
humidity here
but
too.
you're
but I
allowing
think
it to
you
happen to your countries. And you got to stop this horrible invasion that's happening to Europe. Many countries.
A meeting between
And
Todd
my wife
Blanche,
just got a little
deputy
messed
AG,
up
and
as she just wanted to
Ghislaine
get home.
Maxwell. No
Walked
time
out,
to be
started
talking
walking
about
down the
pardons
road
right now. He's
100
focused on
degrees.
making trade deals, not
So,
on conspiracy
being
theories.
this
He'll be
driver
meeting
had
with the
to
PM,
get a
the
hold of
Prime
him and get it
Minister
back in the car
tomorrow,
again. When we're
and
tired,
he'll be
there's
meeting
nothing like
with
that.
the EU on
Yeah.
Sunday. He said there's a 50-50
Yeah, you don't get
chance
keep going,
on
but we're
a
like,
trade
Jesus
deal with
Christ,
the
we're
EU.
almost roasted death doing
The
that.
former president, former
Then we're
Biden
supposed to go to
chief
the
of staff,
drugstore
Ron
and
Klain, is providing some telling
Got
testimony
so
about the
bad on
president's
202,
lethargic
we had to
state
cancel it.
ahead of that infamous, disastrous debate.
Friday in the summer, so people are off.
Yeah, people are wild, yeah. It's a bad area to be in now, Jack.
Everything we have to do with
Moving around with traffic and stuff.
look,
They're doing so much construction, it's just totally unbelievable,
we
I'll
fully
tell you.
beat Medicare.
Yeah, we got tons of construction
Like
going on
Travis
too.
and
Yeah,
Antoine
it's
Seawright.
like things like, I don't know if you guys are up here, if you gotta go to work, you gotta go to work 3 hours earlier.
Join the more than
No, some
7
people
million adults
running from here to
like
11
Michael
while
who
they're
take
gone.
Ozempic.
Right?
As treatment
Yeah,
of stomach
I didn't
problems
know that.
or changes in vision, call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms.
I have been calling.
Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
My son's
Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved
Yeah,
uses.
don't tell her that.
Ozempic.
No, keep up the good work when you get your ride. I'm really sorry.
If you remember these two, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. To be young.
We'll get better over there.
Clean outdoors, but your weak hose just doesn't
That's
cut it
yeah,
anymore.
like it.
And
You don't have to
running
go
out that
nobody.
bulky pressure washer is a
3 days.
backbreaking
3
chore.
days.
Introducing Hydro X5 by TurboJet, the powerful, portable, cordless pressure washer. Simply quick connect and let Hydro X5 transform your hose into a pressure washing powerhouse.
Now make
Like a
quick
2
work
hour,
of driveways, walkways,
half an hour
patio
drive.
decks, easily
4 hour
cleared
walk and all
siding,
that.
and fences.
We had
Hydro
to
X5 comes
steer our
equipped with a
caretaker for her.
rechargeable lithium-ion battery
And she
for
had to chase after
unmatched
and bring her
speed
back
and
into the doctor's
convenience.
office.
It's like putting the power of a pressure
She
washer
walked
in the
home,
palm of
only
your
pointed
hand.
the
Look, we even
100
blasted
degrees
away
out of
years
the
of dirt and debris from this wood deck. The secret is an advanced water pressurization technology that creates a precision jet stream 5 times more powerful.
Well, you
to
guys
reach
are
up
doing
and
good.
easily
Good
clean
touch
tall
base.
windows without a ladder. Hydro X5 is cordless, lightweight,
Ah,
and
heck.
precision balanced.
Yeah,
Perfect for
well,
refreshing
big size
patio
house,
furniture,
good size
hanging
every-
quarters
good
and
size is
crevices,
something,
or
right?
safely power cleaning screen doors and windows.
Okay, so your
no
wife's still
hose,
alive,
no
eh?
problem.
You too, buddy.
Hydro X5 comes with a water
Okay,
extracting
we love you
system
guys.
that works with any bucket or clean water source. Ideal for camping, RVing, and boating. Stop cleaning with that
Little
weak
cold up
hose
earlier
and power
today.
wash like
Got
the
a cold,
pros
yeah.
with Hydro X5. Get the complete Hydro X5 pressure washing system
Well,
for
yeah,
the
everybody doing
correct
it.
price of
That Biden was going to win, and then on June 27th, when the debate happened, and no one could lie anymore, everybody started to decide they could finally tell the truth. But they all knew before then this is the, I think, biggest conspiracy related to health in any of our lives, and I think there should be consequences associated with it.
Well, we're going to get Antoine back. I think we lost his shot for a second. We're going to try to get him back here. But Clay, I guess I'll ask you this. In the deposition, Ron Klain also says that Biden was less energetic, more forgetful. He often confused names and proper pronouns, and it only got worse over time. This is damning stuff. These are red flags to, I think, any normal person, you or me. How do the Democrats explain to the American people that there were insiders around President Biden that saw all of this and still, for some reason, hoped and prayed and believed that he could still run this country? I mean, is it the cover-up that some Republicans think, or were they just, you think, lost in this?
Oh, yeah.
They put him in tennis shoes because he couldn't walk across the South lawn. You just played President Trump getting off in an airplane in Scotland after traveling across the Atlantic and taking all the questions I mean, this is just a joke.
Yeah, for kicking his father off the ticket. Listen.
Don't go at all.
Do you have any second thoughts about what happened to us last summer?
I told you I wasn't going to use
Have you had a chance to talk with President
I'm a little
Biden?
nutty, but I said I ain't completely dead.
We spoke both on, I thought Kennedy
No,
was
you don't have
funeral,
David.
so that was one time when we were together. It's unfortunate that it went down this path, but I think that history will treat him well because he did great things for our country.
She has no regrets. Really quickly,
we
final
went
words.
to the girl, what do you call it?
Velvet Hammer, she
Caretaker.
wanted him gone,
Called
she
a
got
Hoover.
him
We
gone,
taking
she should have
Hoovers.
done it
David
sooner,
Roy
had a
been paying
fabulous
for him.
weekend.
For kicking his
I
father
go with
off
my
the
wife.
ticket. Listen.
Don't go at all.
Do you have any second thoughts? About what happened to us last summer?
I told you I wasn't going to use
Have you had a chance to talk with President
I'm a little
Biden?
nutty, but I said I ain't completely dead.
We spoke both on, I thought Kennedy
No,
was
you don't have
funeral,
David.
so that was one time when we were together. It's unfortunate that it went down this path, but I think that history will treat him well because he did great things for our country.
She has no regrets. Really quickly,
we
final
went
words.
to the girl, what do you call it?
Velvet Hammer, she
Caretaker.
wanted him gone,
Called a
she got
Hoover.
him
We
gone,
taking
she should have
Hoovers.
done it
David
sooner,
Roy
had
been paying
fabulous
for him.
weekends.
Have a great weekend, Clay. Thanks for joining
But
us.
the
And
traffic
that
here
is
is
the
so
story of
bad,
Friday,
it's
July 25th.
totally around
As
between
always, the story goes on.
202
We'll see you
all the
back
way
here
up
on
past
Monday at
Stony
3
Point.
o'clock.
Every
We'll
road you
take
get is all big long lines through the side of the Subaru and stuff. It's in Stony Point, but it used to be by the old.
Alright, here we go from New York City. This is a special
They
edition
call
of the
it
Will
the
Kane.
202 all the way up past Stony
Point.
Point. Every road you get is all big long lines through the side of the Subaru and stuff. It's in Stony Point, but it used to be by the old.
Alright, here we go from New York City. This is a special
They
edition
call
of the
it
Will
the
Kane Show.
factory over there.
I'm Brian Kilmeade. Will is not here. He's somewhere in Texas, perhaps.
K-Free,
This hour,
K-Free
Kamala
there.
Harris is set to return to the spotlight
Yeah,
where
right
she'll
by
speak
that
to young
doctor.
voters
Back
just
home
days
was
after her
hard-
party's
hard
chair
trip getting
told
home.
Fox they've hit rock bottom.
Yeah, but don't forget.
There's no doubt
holiday,
that, we have work to do, and that's why I'm here. It's why I ran for the job. It wasn't as a result of just one single election. I've seen for some years now us continue to lose ground with many parts of our coalition. And so it doesn't surprise me where we're at, but guess what? When you hit rock bottom, there's only one direction to go, and that's what we're doing.
Okay, you're going up. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi tried to uplift the crowd, telling them Democrats are...
There's no doubt that, we have work to do, and that's why I'm here. It's why I ran for the job. It wasn't as a result of just one single election. I've seen for some years now us continue to lose ground with many parts of our coalition. And so it doesn't surprise me where we're at, but guess what? When you hit rock bottom, there's only one direction to go, and that's what we're doing.
Okay, you're going up. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi tried to uplift the crowd, telling them Democrats are attracting...
How's everything going with you guys?
On our side, we were attracting the 18. Gen Z has a really important role. Voters for the future. The future, it belongs to you. It's where you will live. It's important to be strong in the year in advance, because that's when the
You're draining yourself out.
We have our messaging, we have our mobilization, we need the money to do it. But they are only legs to a stool, so hold up. The most important part.
All right, I guess they have a plan this time. And Congressman Jamie Raskin sent in a pre-recorded message saying events like these are important because we don't register babies to vote.
I don't know what the weather was on, but it's how you do here with the
civilized
democracies of the world,
the government makes sure everybody's registered either at birth or they register them for graduating school or what have you. Here, the government doesn't do that, so it takes political movements and political parties to take responsibility.
Take it easy going home, that's all.
The motivational message. But while the point of this event is to win over young voters, the former speaker isn't selling an optimistic future.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah, Friday night.
It would take some of our workers a lifetime to make what the CEO makes in 1 year. So we have important work to do. That fairness would take someone well before the revolution for them to have to work all that time to make what the boss is unfair.
You can really identify with the working class with great investments. Meanwhile, that rhetoric is exactly why Republicans are winning over Gen Z men. It's not even close. But this isn't new for Democrats. They've been belittling young Americans now for years. Remember 2014, young Kamala Harris.
What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24?
So you all right though, huh?
Stupid.
That is why we put them in dormitories.
You're going all the time when you just slow up like you are now, just sit in the car and drive.
They make really bad decisions.
But rather than work on messaging or changing it, Democrats are playing the blame game, calling out Republicans for eyeing redistricting ahead of the midterms.
They're going through a redistricting thing to basically get 5 more seats for the midterms because they're likely to lose the midterms, and Trump is likely to lose power unless they can change the districts.